more MLB The Show 23. We're going after the Guardians, otherwise known as the Indians. They changed their name a couple years ago because of everybody getting offended by the word Indian. Don't ask me why, I don't get it. The Braves didn't have to change their name, and that's an Indian name right there. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm gonna play this for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I got a concert I'm going to tonight, so that'll be fun. Going to concerts for me lately has always been fun.
Fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Probably because they know how to act. Some people, they go to concerts and they're drunk and fucked up and everything. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, you'll get it soon enough. What the hell? How many times do I gotta do this? Arroyo's not even back yet. No, Arroyo's not even done. He's injured. Leave me alone. I don't know. Come on. Come on! What? No, you're injured. You're injured. You're injured. Jesus Christ, I'll just get you off my ass. Fuck you. Where the fuck is everybody? Where the hell is everybody? Here. No. Piece of shit. You're injured, bro. Why is Trevor Malley? Oh, you're going to AAA. Fuck you. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, I guess. Come on. I'm pissed. Why? No! Bro, I fixed it. Dude's fucking injured and he's fucking fine. You up there? What the f? Manuel Valdez, he's right there. Okay. Damn. Where the hell is he? Duval, where the hell are you? Duval, where the hell are you? Oh, I'm freaking aggravated. I don't understand what the hell's going on here.
Watching my blood on the TV get spilled out. Now I got a little older, no love for the system, and I'm reaching back for the now. And that's really tough. I done grown on myself to the point I can see that they hate us. All these brought on the web with that robe and that price, and they know they won't fade us. If you're not getting money, then shut the up, bro. I don't wanna hear what you gotta say. Cause that chance be the only option for like me. I can't make it no other way. I was sitting in class in the back with my thoughts consuming everything that's around me. But I'm snapping back into reality, still ain't changing. Music still found me. Yeah. Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'ma drive it ain't up for the vein. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah. You can see all the sweat on my face. We gon' hungry from birth to the day. If you with it, I gotta skate. Yeah. Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'ma drive it ain't up for the vein. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah. You can see all the sweat on my face. We gon' hungry from birth to the day. With it, I gotta skate.
Yeah, I'm sitting here wasting my damn time. Here I am wasting my time trying to do the roster.
ready to go. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. The wind of the pitch. That's in there. And this one is off and running. Strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spin it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
That was crazy.
His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
That one drilled left field. Hits the fence. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
To the right side. Takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. Raimel Tapia up to hit. He's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10 across 3 levels of the minors. Also worth noting, his favorite player growing up, Greg Maddux. And the 0-2. Base knock right field. The run scores from third. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's the DH, Rob Refsnyder, 4th in the American League in batting average this year. And that one is in for a strike. And a strike in there. Kicks and fires. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him that at bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Alex Verdugo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Big time power. He's 3rd in the AL in home runs. Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's Reese McGuire. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
There's the strike. On the ground, right side. Jimenez whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a foul ball. And a pitch. That one missed.
We'll ship it a strike.
That changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
He goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Good contact guy, good defender. That one's in there, 0-1. Stephen Kwan is making a name for himself. He won the College World Series playing at Oregon State. He played along with Adley Rutschman and Nick Madrigal, and he took home a Gold Glove his first year in the majors, 2022.
We're talking about a guy who makes great contact. Hard to throw it past him. He does not swing and miss very often.
Toss to Turner. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting first, the third baseman, Jose.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. Red Sox already leading. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he
Two
gets
on
a
that.
1-2-3.
2 on that.
Guardians fail to score. And
Another
they're
inning.
down 2-0.
Strikeouts.
Top of the second, and now the rookie second
Hope I can
baseman,
get more
number
strikeouts.
83. The wind and the pitch. Yeah, there's the strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Brooke, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. He circles the bases, his 7th home run of the season. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Here's Kike Hernandez. That's in there. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a line drive to left field. Kwan makes the grab, one away.
The batter, the right fielder,
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this one. In there for strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Line drive, base hit.
the first baseman, number 2, Justin Turner.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Turner now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
There's the strike. Hammer, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Devers now, and that's in there for strike 1. Chris, you ready for a nugget?
Ready.
Rafael Devers homered in 3 straight games against the Yankees before he turned 21. The only other player to do that, Babe Ruth. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. With one swing, he quiets the crowd. His 56th home run of the season. It's 6-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge not.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Zach Plesac. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. And the batter now, Raimel Tapia. Plesac, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks. But because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Right side. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out. Rob Refsnyder digs in now.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
0-1.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. And it falls. And that extends the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's going to be Reese McGuire. And there's a strike. Refsnyder on second. Verdugo at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind. As to the...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But the long ball was worth. And welcome back. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Bayo back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Hernandez over to first in time. And quickly one away in the second. Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting 6, The shortstop.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
The pitch. Out to short. Tosses across to first. And that is the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back onto the 3rd inning. And stepping in for Boston, number 83. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Plesac, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just in the strike zone.
Nice grab.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Digging in, Enrique Hernandez. There's a strike. Hernandez in his 8th season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. He's usually in center, but today starting at shortstop. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think this is a pretty difficult move coming in. You got to have soft feet, soft hands, make those routine plays, and shortstops make it look so easy. We'll see how he does out there in this one.
And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wilyer.
Back to the top of the lineup, and next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. In there, and it's 0-1. Abreu getting the start in right. 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Strike 2.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
Out there to center. Straw makes the play, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back here in Cleveland at the plate, George Valera. The line to kick the pitch. Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The pitch. That one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Next to hit, Miles Straw. Kicks and deals. Liner, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now a wide throw to third. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. Here's Andres Jimenez. That one close, ruled the ball.
Bullshit, that's a strike.
And it's 1-0. And now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
The 2-2. Got him. 2 out. So digging in, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. First offering and it just misses.
Well, this is perfect. I don't know what's going on
the
here.
bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were 2 really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. The 1-1. And strike 2.
2 strikes.
Valera on third. Straw on at second with 2 down. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Guardians strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, Turner climbs in on that right side. There's a strike. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Fastball in for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. When I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Next offering is in for a strike.
Something ready to make.
And Devers hits that one. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Raimel Tapia up next for the Red Sox. That's in for a strike. And that's a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Rips that one to right. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Rob Refsnyder. In for a strike. 0-1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to go. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that is that. And the Red Sox lead 1. But they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Yeah.
Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom 4, down to third baseman, Jose Ramirez. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. So Jose Ramirez had a sensational 2018 season. He became just the 8th player ever to have a season with 30 doubles, 30 homers, 30 steals, and walking more than he struck out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Josh Bell. Grounded out his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And now the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. On the ground.
Shit.
And it gets by him.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And the 0-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Here in Cleveland, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Alex Verdugo. That's in there. Strike 1. Verdugo, a former second-round pick by the Dodgers back in 2014. And Chris, I think one of the things that people always focus on with him, he was the centerpiece to that Mookie Betts trade between the Dodgers and the Red Sox. Base hit, center field.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at-bat.
Now, Reese McGuire. Now the 0-1. There's a strike. Verdugo aboard here at first with nobody out. That one ripped right center field. Back there. Bangs off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is number 83. Clips the corner. Strike 1. That's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. So up next, Enrique Hernandez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Runner from third comes across. It's 8-0. Bangs off the wall. He pulls into second. A run comes in on the play.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Abreu stands in now and watches strike 1. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there, and that is strike 2. Man at second. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Straw returns it to the infield, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners. One down. Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. That's through there for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So Cleveland brings out a new reliever, Angel De Los Santos. He last pitched 2 days ago. And here is Devers. There's a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Rafael Devers rounds the bases. And they boost their lead. It's 12-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way.
So 1 out, nobody on. Raimel Tapia up next for the Red Sox. In there for strike 1. That's in there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. Gonzalez throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely. Number 22 coming into the game now is the injury replacement. And next is the designated hitter, Rob Refsnyder. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Verdugo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2. And here it comes. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Verdugo is set down. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here at the ballpark, and now David Fry. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's a strikeout looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to...
And it gets by him.
Not a bad slider by any means. It's down and away, but...
Playing as the Red Sox, by the way. Just telling you.
With 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets
there's
through.
my first run.
Struck around third. He'll score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Well, here we are third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner.
I know you're probably a Yankees fan, so you're probably thinking, go Yankees tonight, right?
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. Man at first with one gone. Here's Jose Ramirez, and that's in there for strike one. Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, that's one. Over to first, but he beats it.
Hold on. Yeah. I played every game since 18, to be honest.
And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez.
Unfortunately, it was 19 when I actually decided to do this. I went an entire season on Twitch with 19, and I didn't think to do it over here on YouTube, even though I've had my YouTube since 2017.
That is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Reese McGuire. There's a strike. De Los Santos, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying, and it's gone. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 13-2.
I'll check your comments after I'm done.
Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is
Still
really
2 more
seeing
games
the
of this,
ball well
so I'll
in
have to
this
wait.
one.
And now, number 83.
0-1.
Nobody on, nobody out. All Red Sox in this one. That's in there. That's strike 2. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 for 3. Strike 2. Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. And that one is out of here. A 2-run homer, home run number 15 on the year. And they add a couple more. It's 15-2.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
New pitcher on now, Eli Morgan.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. And it's gone. He leaves the yard to right. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 16-2.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that...
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Sorry about that, guys. I just had to look over my comments. I was going to do it after the stream, but...
Trevor Steffen up and throwing for Terry Francona. Swing and a line drive. Base hit out of the center field. Man aboard, and here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Devers, a career batting average over 300, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. In there, and it's 0-1. Rafael Devers, part of that 2018 team that won it all, but over the past couple of years, he has really turned into one of the top hitters, certainly one of the top left-handed hitters in the American League.
Run off of Aroldis Chapman slightly above the top of the strike zone and just clobbered it to left center field.
Yeah, that pitch was over 100 miles an hour from Chapman, and he raked it out of the ballpark. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air to left center. Straw chasing after it. Racing, makes the catch. One away.
Now batting.
2 on with 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Rob Refsnyder. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
That's in there, and that is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's off the wall. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. Devers, the runner at third. Refsnyder at second with 2 gone. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Righty delivers. Rocketed out towards right center. He's got it. And that is out number 3. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around with 5 scores. We go to the bottom half. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland, number 22. Here comes a pitch. That just misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Line drive, balls it in, and there's 1 away.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Rosario stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And a swing and a miss.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, you know that's going to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And here is George Valera. Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye right there. On the ground to third. That ends the inning. Welcome back. And now, number 83. Morgan back to work. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
He takes a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Then there's one down. So stepping in for Boston, Enrique Hernandez. And there's a strike. Called strike right there. The 0-2. On the ground, out to short. Rosario. Jump throw. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Now batting, right fielder,
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And that's in there for strike one. And a strike in there. And the righty deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, leading off, David Fry. John Schreiber takes over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
number 46, John Schreiber.
And the pitch. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
This to third. Devers throws on to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Andres.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. Foul ball. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. Righty to the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. There Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor Stephan.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Turner leading things off and takes a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Now it's Devers at the plate. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Raimel Tapia. On a line, base hit.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Ref Snyder in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That's a strike. 0-2 now. Tapia off of first with 2 away. Smash to the left side. On to Jimenez. Out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Stephen Kwan. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Josh Winkowski. He's pitching on 2 days rest. That one's in there. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting. The third baseman.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing and thunder in that bat. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. The punch out there. Snap throw.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
2 down, nobody on. And that one wrapped foul. And down on strikes he goes. Snap throw. And welcome back. Here's Alex Verdugo. And the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Stephan goes 6 feet 5 inches, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd round pick back in 2017. And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And out of here. He got just enough of that one. His 16th homer of the year. It's 18-2.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
McGuire stands in now and watches strike 1. And that is in for a strike. 0-2. That one ripped. Calls it in, and there's one away. Here's the second baseman, number 83.
The second baseman.
That's in there. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Enrique Hernandez. In there, and it's 0-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one hammered. That's back. And out of here. Kike Hernandez takes him deep. And they add on. It's 19-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Nick Sandlin. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Man at second here with 2 away. So now Turner in on that right side. Trying to move him over here. Ramirez sends it to first. 3rd out. But the long ball was working. Back here in Cleveland. And the batter now, number 22. Richard Blyer comes on now.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now here is Ahmed Rosario. Line drive. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Abreu under it. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. So they're down to their final out. And next is the Guardians catcher, David Fry. In there at the knees. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. The wind of the pitch. That's a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Left-hand batter waits. That's towards center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Rob Refsnyder.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the AL. Works a lot of deep counts, but what I love about it is that his teammates can feed off of those quality at-bats, and all of a sudden, that runs down the lineup. You get that pitcher out of a game a little bit earlier because of the higher pitch count.
0-2 now. Hard hit, right side. Jimenez, throw to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Kicks and fires. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they come away with an out. Bottom of the first. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. The pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now it's going to be Stephen Kwan in there for strike 1. One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third base.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Right now, number 6 on the American League home run leaderboard. And fouled off. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. Next offering is fouled back. And the pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back now at Progressive Field. Second inning set to go. Raimel Tapia up to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Bounce to the right. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That's good. The designated.
Here's Justin Turner. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Slider clips the zone.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Wilyer Abreu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. That's in there, and it's 1-1. The pitch. In there. And so now 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one ripped right center field. Back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. Third home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Quan makes the catch. 2 down. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Wong, the runner at first with 2 gone. Tries to get back and save. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Duran batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Flied out his first time. Strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
This one in the air center field. Straw makes the catch. And the inning is over. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Josh Bell at the plate now. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Number 22, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Snap throw.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the barn, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly. Waste no time there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And up next for Cleveland, George Valera. There's a strike. Bounce to third. They take the force out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. One left for the Guardians. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now batting Tristan Casas. There's the strike. Casas, 23 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And a base hit into right center field. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no flip.
Bell makes the grab, one down. Raimel Tapia up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for strike one. Tapia goes 6 feet 3 inches, batting in the cleanup spot. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Casas leads off first with 1 away. Center field. Straw getting an angle on it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Here's Turner now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1. Turner, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. There's a strike.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
Tapped softly on the ground. They get the force, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head down to the home here in Cleveland, and here's the catcher, David Fry. Whitlock back to work. And a foul ball left side. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball there. Swings and misses. Snap throw.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ref Snyder. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That misses, and that is ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the 4th at the plate. Wilyer Abreu. The wind of the pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Out towards right center field. Straw getting an angle on it. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Wong, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And there's 2 away.
Now back. The second
And
baseman.
stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one's in there, and it's 0 1.
The count.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's hard hit on the line. Straw makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, John Chambie and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Stephen Kwan. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Whips it to Casas. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Back. The third baseman.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. There's a strike. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. He got a pitch to hit right there, but he couldn't catch up after all the off-speed to start the at-bat.
Yeah, they pitched him backwards, as they say. First 3 pitches were soft, so he had no timing on the fastball. And you're right, that was a hittable pitch that he swung right through, but it was the setup from the pitch sequence before it that allowed it to be so effective.
And there's a foul ball. And he deals. Little chopper rolls foul. And here it comes. Popped in the air. Left field. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. The Guardians go down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi. There's the strike.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
That one to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's out number 1 on a tough play. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. In there, and it's 0-1. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Just inside the line, and it's down for a knock.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for the Red Sox, Tristan Casas. 1 for 2. In there for strike 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game-hitting streak. Activity in the Guardians' bullpen. Nick Sandlin up and throwing for Terry Francona. Stephan. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! He blasts one out to right. His 58th home run of the season. And they tack on 3. It's 5-zip.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And now Terry Francona makes pitching change here. Zach Plesac.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Tapia in the box again. Takes the strike. That catches the top part of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. Turner climbs in on that right side. That one's in there, 0-1. That clips the corner. Line drive, base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. And the lead is now. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, number 22. And the pitch. And there's the strike. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park. And another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Rosario in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one's in there. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer. Whips it to Casas. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score. It's 5-0. Top 6. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Goes 6'1", 26 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Here comes a pitch.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Quan settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. And that's in there for strike one. Plesac, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, 2 away. And stepping in for Boston, Adalberto Mondesi. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Back now at Progressive Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry. Swings and misses. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Devers throws on to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Number 7.
Digging in, Miles Strong. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Ball 1 low.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Play made, that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still looking at that 5-0. Nick Sandlin gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it.
Casas stands in now and watches strike one. There's a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Runner leads away at second. In the air out towards right center. And makes the grab. Runner tags up for third. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He's already homered here in this one. Smoked on the ground a second. The throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Raimel Tapia. Bounce to the right side. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive. 2 outs, runner at first. Justin Turner now.
Good swing out of him last time.
Tries to get back and save. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
The 0-2. Runner goes again. And down on strikes. Tries to back pick him at second.
I forgot we were in the count.
So in now for Cleveland.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
The new pitcher in the game, Josh Winkowski.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kicks and deals. Chop to the right side. Gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Durant in position and puts the squeeze on that. 2 away now.
Number 55.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. 0-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. That's to third. Zips it across. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6. Here in Cleveland, we're at the top of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Eli Morgan up and throwing for Terry Francona. And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now. This ball's chopped on the ground. And he picks it up in foul territory. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Into center and a base hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. In the air, left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox.
Rob Refsnyder.
There's a strike. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Adalberto Mondesi up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Straw has a beat on it and puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2. So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 7-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Sam Hentges. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Now, number 22. Caleb Ford gets handed the rock out of the pen. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 61. Caleb Ford.
The pitch. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 gone here.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Right-handed reliever. In for a strike. Now 1-2. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Devers makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Guardians go down in order. They continue. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. Now the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. That's in there. That's strike 1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Eli Morgan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Raimel Tapia up next for the Red Sox. That's in there. Strike 1. Hentges, a tall lefty, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. The 0-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So now Turner in on that right side. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one in there across the letters. 0-2 now. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the 9th. Stepping up for the Guardians. David Fry. Ryan Brazier on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Away. 1 away. Miles Strand. Fought off foul. And 2 as he waves at that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him. Snap throw.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Just 1 strike away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the righty deals. Popped up. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this one in a blowout.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's
And now Alex Verdugo. The pitch. In for a strike, and we're underway. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and whipped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Quantrill back to work. That one's in there. And that is strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here.
There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. His 13th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And here is Devers. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Down the middle for a strike, and the count is 0-2. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. That'll fire up the dugout. His 59th home run of the season. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Turner now. That one's in there, 0-1. There's a strike. And foul ball. On the ground, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. On to first, double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Jarren Duran in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2. Quantrill back to work. And a base hit into right. Here's the catcher to hit, Connor Wong. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. First pitch just misses. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Red Sox already leading. That's to third. They take the force out, and that is that. But the long ball was working. Here's a speed threat, Andres Jimenez. And a pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
And the right-hander deals. Hit weakly on the ground. Whips it to Casas. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second. No left field.
Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Throw, and it gets away.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Duran snags it for the second out. Here's Josh Bell. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Kwan off of first with 2 away. Out to short. Hernandez. They get the force. That's the third out. Inning over. Guardians lead 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark. Now at the plate, number 83. Quantrill back to work. And that's in for a strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Puts it away for the out.
Batting 9. The shortstop.
Here's Kike Hernandez with 3 hits and 4 runs batted in the series. And that's in there for strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And the pitch. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Here's Alex Verdugo. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. On the corner for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And makes the play, and that's out number. We head to the bottom of the second, and the batter now, number 22. Out to short, Hernandez. Whips it to first on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6. Not shortstop.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The 1-2. Out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's ripped into left. Base hit.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now the 0-1. There's the strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Valera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped up. Hernandez has it sized up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Guardians. Back here in Cleveland, top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. That's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
That one ripped right center field, and that is gone.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Devers batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. Rafael Devers rounds the bases. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 5-0. Siggy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot.
Ref Snyder in the box now. No balls and a strike. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Next offering is in for a strike. 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out to left. Quan settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting. Designated
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit.
Turner.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Turner, a former All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Quan makes a nice running catch. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Straw right there to make the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. And first offering is fouled off. Straw, 28 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Jimenez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Lifted in the air, right center field. Verdugo gets under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting. Left field.
Stephen Quan digs in for the Guardians. And that one is lifted in the air. Verdugo makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. It's 5-0. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Connor Wong. That's in there. Strike one. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Number 83 stands in now and watches strike one. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Right down the chute. That's strike two. Action in the pen down there. Angel De Los Santos up and throwing for Terry Francona. Plays that, getting loose as well. In the air, right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Angel De Los Santos.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rosario makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
That one ripped. Can't get there, base hit. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. Now batting Tristan Casas. That's in for a strike. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches make.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Jose Ramirez. There's a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 0-2. Got him swinging.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Bell, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Number 22 batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Out to center. Durant has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. Guardians fail to score. Not going their way. And welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's a slider for a strike. Swung on, belted. Strong, raging back towards the wall. Back some more, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. It's a double, third hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ref Snyder in the box again, takes a strike. Strike two. Kicks and fires. Into center. Straw has a beat on it. Puts the squeeze on that one. One down. Turner climbs in on that right side. High fly ball, right field. Number 22 under this one. And there's two down. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. And a foul ball.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and one out now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And a pitch. That's out to center field. Duran pulls that one down. Out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to him. David Fry. 0 for 1 so far. Popped up. Number 83 under it. And that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They continue to trail. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Pitches in there. And that is strike 1. De Los Santos, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hauls it in for the out. Here's the second baseman, number 83. Foul ball. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Ground ball right side. Jimenez throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Enrique Hernandez up next for the Red Sox. In there for strike 1. Hernandez, 31 years old, and he's been on a fantastic run at the plate, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games. In the air, center field. Straw getting an angle on it. Tracks it down for the out. And the inning. The right-hander back to work. This one popped up. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, second base.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Kwan really thriving with the bat this season here at home. And that's a little high.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swing and a pop-up. Squeezes it, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Stephan.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
The pitch. Verdugo leading things off and takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eli Morgan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, right field. And Verdugo is set down. And there's one down.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And he pumps in a strike. That one clips the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And he brings it into the warning track. Devers now 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Hard ground ball, base knock.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Bunted back towards the mound. Slings to first. That ends the frame. Sox lead one, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 7th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And there's a strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
First baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off to the right.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Now a slow roller to second. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And up next for Cleveland, number 22. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Struck him out looking. Back here in Cleveland, we go to the 8th. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Justin Turner. Stephan back to work. There's the strike. And that one clips the corner. In the air out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. That one finds the zone. And that's strike 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Now that's smacked to right center. And a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is number 83. Hit hard, that gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Straw puts the squeeze on that one, and that's on to the bottom of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. New arm out of the bullpen, Caleb Orton.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Hernandez over to first in time. One gone at the bottom of the 8th. George Valera now at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Yep.
Well, we'll hold that thought, as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eli Morgan.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Verdugo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Yeah, there's the strike. That one is absolutely belted. Gone. His 17th of the year, and they add a run. It's 8-0. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
That's in there. And that is strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And he deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Devers stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. And Devers hits that one. And that should be extra bases. Around second is Casas. Jimenez relay to third. The tag out. But a run does come in to score. Now the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Out front and foul to the left side. Morgan, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Puts a bunt down. Gets it to first. Out on the sac bunt. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And he lays one down the left side. Ramirez on the run, throw to first. Inning ends, and that stops. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now here is Miles Straw. Ryan Brazier will take over here.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Strike 2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the changeup. That is an excellent pace.
He swings and fouls one off. And a base hit right there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ramirez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Kwan off of first with 2 away. At the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. And that'll do it. 9-0 your final in this one.
That's going to do it for me, guys. Took us a while. It took us over 2 hours. If you guys enjoyed the last 2 hours, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying yourself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know if I'm doing a fairly decent job. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.